If it wasn't for my grandmother, I think I'd be in prison. I got to tell you, I think as adults, we don't really realize what impression we have on children. 53 years ago, I was at the kitchen table with my grandmother cutting onions. And I noticed she had this funny thumb that like bent back. And I go, Grandma, where did you get that funny thumb? Is it like my funny ear here? I got an earlobe here, but no hearing. She goes, no, Grandma. She would call me Grandma. She says, I got that working in the factories, the garment factories in New York and Manhattan, constantly working a lever. And now this was as a child. She was working in factories as a little kid with adults. My grandmother's the most important person in my life. She had so many wise observations, especially about people and how to stay out of trouble and who to avoid. Basically, mind your own business and be the great person that nobody notices. And I guess that's what she had to do to protect herself to some degree, but it was very difficult. I'll never forget my grandmother. I just so cherish her. She taught me how to cook. She taught me so many common sense things. She saw something that was wrong. She spoke out. Oh man, she used to read people the riot act. She was a very tough cookie. Anyway, she came to the United States with her father and younger brother around 1910. There are no pictures of my grandmother that I have when she was a little girl. At that time in history, having your picture taken was quite a luxury. They came to America. Her mom and her youngest sister stayed back in Italy, central mountainous regions of Italy, while they came out here to work. Immediately, as soon as they got settled in, they started working in factories, all of them. Her father and her younger brother. There, she would, be constantly harassed. Little kids would have to be working long hours. This is before there were any child labor laws. They used to lock people into the factories. It was a way to keep people under control. This is when I was about 15 or 16, and I was in a band at the time, and I thought to myself, this would be a good basis for a song, something about trust being betrayed. Like I said, she was being harassed and abused by other adults. She didn't really go into it at the time. That was the time I came up with my band. I came up with this riff that you all know as the signature Killer Klowns March theme. My band heard that and they thought it sounded too jazzy. So it never came to pass. I never got to start writing that song about my grandmother. I mean, it was going to have metaphor of trust and doubt and regret and angst, living in a beautiful mountainous region in Italy, and for some reason things are so bad that you have to move to another country just to live. It just kind of stayed there. The actual music theme worked perfect for the Killer Klowns March, but it was supposed to be something more serious than that. Before my grandmother passed, for 2 months, I took care of her, and every day, along with caregivers, and she revealed to me at the very end that the one who sexually abused her was her father, and she didn't want to go without revealing that to me, and it was very painful. So now, here it is, 53 years later, I decided to put her story or her feelings into a song with my band, JM. And we're very excited about it. Everyone contributed artistically so wonderfully. Everyone put their particular mark on the song. It was not just me. Coming from being a film composer and being in control of every aspect of a piece of music, this was a very collaborative endeavor. I was finally able to, with the help of my friend Jonathan Padilla and Larry Getz, to work on the lyrics to capture betrayal of trust, especially in trust in the ones that she's supposed to trust the most, and how she felt and the struggles she went through. This is for my grandma, Aurora. Her name was Aurora. Very beautiful name. Aurora means the morning light in Latin. It's also on the periodic chart for gold. AU. Arum. So this is for my grandmother. The song is coming up tomorrow. It's on all streaming services. It's called Do I Know You? I'm glad to finally, after all these years, to do it justice. I thank you all for listening to my story. Have a good day.